a lot wrong here with Pakistani cricket. I think they are facing a very kind of a very bad phase, and definitely they'll have to look into it, and they'll have to come back stronger. So again, the test series with Bangladesh have begun in their home soil, and if you see, it was a very shocking defeat. Like many fans from around the world, even their former cricketers and even like other country fans are like really like shocked and like are really concerned by how poorly Pakistan cricket have progressed in the recent past. So yeah, I mean initially they started this they were 16 for 3. They lost quick wickets. Like that itself, like we were, it was really scary. I think, and Babar Azam for the last year and so he has been underperforming to the fullest. I don't know, like maybe the team around him he has lacked support. I feel that environment around him has not been good, and lot he has issues with players, and these kind of things also matter. Like within the team, if the camaraderie is not good, you are bound to, however good you are bound to not give your fullest if the environment is not good, and that is what is happening. And one more thing about Babar Azam, I think the mistake he did is he was removed from captaincy and then he again taking back the captaincy. That is not a good thing. I think he shouldn't have done that, and that has spoiled his the way other players are seeing him, and have got a negative kind of opinion on him, and that him having a poor team environment around him is reducing his confidence and making his game also very lazy. I think that is what is happening with Babar Azam. I think he'll have to have a good reconciling session with his teammates, and also like totally rework on his game as well. So if after that, I think same Ayub and Shakil, they had a good partnership to recover Pakistan. Of course, the first two sessions were washed out due to rain, and it was a late start. So they had a pretty good partnership, and Bangladesh seamers, Mahmood, and then we have Sharfiul Islam, and even Nahid Rana, this 22-year-old youngster. In his first innings he was wicketless, but he looked really promising. Had really good pace. He was hitting 145. I think that's good for Bangladesh. They are getting good fast bowlers, and they have a promising talent pool coming in. So good signs again for Bangladesh cricket. So they had that partner 114 for 4, and they got as Ayub got out nicking one. And then the Rizwan and Saud Shakil, they had a magical partnership which looked like would take Pakistan to like completely dominate, because of late we know that Bangladesh is in a very low place, and we don't expect we always, when we see Bangladesh, we feel that their batting lacks that firepower, and that showed. I thought that partnership was going to dominate this entire Test match. Rizwan is one player in this whole bad phase. He's one player who looked really consistent across all three formats. He has been doing really well, and he really batted beautifully and with very positively. So that partnership of 240, I thought that would take Pakistan way ahead in this Test match. And then I think the way they were going, they should have continued. I think they maybe miscalculated with respect to the time. They thought that already two sessions lost. They have to go early or something. But Rizwan also was on 170. He could have tried getting his double hundred. They should have gone till 550, 600 before they declared. I think they took it very lightly, and I felt that was one mistake which they did, was declaring. And then they did get the upper hand initially, but I think Shadanam Islam, he batted very well. Another promising talent for Bangladesh. He really looked very solid, and he had very good partnerships, and Bangladesh looked pretty decent when they fought pretty decently. And I think, but I felt they were always like they weren't completely in the game. But then that partnership between Mushfiqur and Liton Das, that completely changed it. I think Mushfiqur showed really good resistance, and Liton batted very positively around him, played some shots. I think that partnership took Bangladesh to a place where they really looked like they could come close and fight. And then post that, Mehdi Hassan, he has been a very underrated with the bat. I think he has been silently done very well at that number 8 position. He has been very effective in that as a lower order batsman as well, along with the spin that he provides. So I think Mehdi Hassan also, he really stood like a pillar. One concern I felt about Bangladesh of late is Shakib Al Hasan's form. He's still not looked at his complete best. Him being that experienced player and that a player of that stature, I really feel he really needs to step up better. And him stepping up will definitely give more motivation to this team to play more positively. And that way, Mushfiqur coming back in this form, of course, is a very positive sign. Very unfortunate to miss out. I thought he really deserved that double hundred, but unfortunately misses out. And shockingly, we see that Bangladesh have taken the lead. Nobody expected this. Like really very good, very positive stuff from Bangladesh. They definitely have that phase where they need to show that improvement and show that character, that because they've always been in that same consistent phase where they look like they're promising they can come up, but they have been in that phase from years and years, and it is they will definitely have that in their mind as well. And it was really nice to see Bangladesh. But I still felt Pakistan had a, though Bangladesh took the lead, Pakistan the pitch, the way it was behaving, it looked like Pakistan definitely the way they batted in the first innings, it wouldn't be such affect them much. They still had that time, or even with that session, it would most probably be a draw. That is what we expected. But then came very poor batting from Pakistan. I think they were very lazy, lethargic, no footwork, very lot of soft dismissals and lack of foot movement, and they just like totally lost the plot in that session, and they batted very poorly, and like it didn't look, it looked like they were very casual in their approach, and that lack of commitment was clearly visible. I think that is what is wrong for Pakistan. Even in their bowlers, like they have bowled some good spells, but they lose that resistance very quick. Like before we know Pakistan, like that fast bowlers like Shoaib Akhtar or Wasim Akram, we get that fear factor, but that was missing in Shaheen Afridi and Naseem Shah and even the other fast bowlers. Like they look good, and then after a few hours they totally get drained out and they start bowling at, they were bowling at like 130, 125. Like this was not the Pakistan I know. Like they can see that lack of fitness and lack of commitment, very lazy. I think they are feeling that they are still in that. They need to come to that reality check that they are lacking something, and they need to work harder and come back stronger. I think that realization is key. I think that is what is needed. And one more thing is a good team environment. The players need to get along. They need to leave all these kind of the past behind, and they need to focus more on the growth of the team, and like that's what. And I'm hoping the coaching staff. Like someone like Gary Kirsten in the limited overs, and we have Jason Cliff, they need to come and have a word and bring them together. I think this is a phase where they really need to, it's more than something to say that they have gone down. They need to step up and come back. They really have the players. It's not that they don't, like even the Pakistani president is saying that they're not, they're lacking talent. They're just not ready to accept that they're lacking something. I think that is what is wrong, and I hope they step up and they work harder and come back to the old days, because more teams doing well will make the sport more competitive, and we need the old Pakistan brand of Pakistani cricket for the sport to be more competitive. And I'm hoping to see changes, and I'm hoping that they gear up and they show that they still have it in them. But it was a very disappointing loss. I didn't expect this. I'm really like leave the India Pakistan thing, those things aside, but I have a standard for Pakistan cricket, and this is not the Pakistan cricket I know. It's really sad to see. I hope they come out of this and they play positively, and soon they show signs of improvement.